Oh, Mike Banger, we live? Are we live?
Yo, Championship Sunday, a ginormous day for the NFL, but the night belonged to Kobe Bryant. Coming up, Kobe breaks the 80. Yo, that's right, the 80-point barrier. The what, the how, and no, he didn't from Kobe's bananas game in L.A. right about now. Hello and welcome to Sports Center with Stuart Scott. I'm Steve Levy. NFL Championship Sunday highlights will have to wait. We begin with the NBA and not the game in which a team, Stuart, scored 149 points and lost.
That's right. Fuck all that NFL shit, man. Hey. Class is in session. Yet again. Welcome to another edition of the Heezy Hoopcast. Powered by AnimalHeezy.com. Please visit AnimalHeezy.com at your earliest convenience and invite yourself to betterness. Like I always do at this time, rest in peace, my big homie Kahuna. Rest in peace, my nigga Ray Goku. Yup. So, I guess Kobe Day, we call it the Kobe 81 Day. Hold up, man. I'm all over the place, man. We're doing a quick strike. I ain't gonna be long-winded today. With the beautiful sounds of Yoga Flames playing in the background. Turn that shit up some for a second. And let this bitch ride. But yeah, the anniversary of the 81-point game, I don't know how many years it is, but, you know, whenever it comes around, we got to celebrate it, man. 81 points put up by Kobe against the Toronto Raptors right after the NFL Conference Championship Day. Or was it the same day? Or was it the day before? It might have been the day before. Either way, nigga, they came in Monday talking about that, like, yeah, and I'm doing the same shit, nigga. We're gonna skip past all that conference championship. I will say, nigga, hey, nigga, I've been boycotting the NFL all year, man. Hashtag boycott NFL, hashtag watch more hoops. He's Hoopcast on Twitter. And I'm like, yeah, let's skip all of this shit, because the Patriots going back again. Colin Kaepernick still ain't got no job. I ain't saying that the two events are connected. I'm just saying the two events are big enough for me to not give a fuck about the Super Bowl. So here we go. Kobe, 81-point game, man. And to celebrate, to commemorate the day, man, I'm gonna give you this Kobe quote from his interview after the game. It was asking him about it. And what it was like to get in the groove, and did he know he was finna score 81? To which he responded, to me, it's about the W. That's why I turned it on. Because I felt like we were a little lethargic. Go look up lethargic if you don't know what it means. I felt like we were a little lethargic, and it just turned into something special. And I wanted to keep riding the wave to demoralize our opponents. And it just turned into this. I think that is an incredible quote for two reasons. One, first off, I appreciate things that came from a time that we're no longer in. Like, that's the textbook definition of nostalgia. But of course, I needed to explain it in that way to say that I needed to explain it in that way to say that I don't think the phrase, I wanted to keep ride that wave to demoralize our opponents, is even a sentence you can say in today's media as a basketball player. Like, look at somebody like Golden State Warriors who demoralize opponents on a nightly basis in a way that didn't even exist in Kobe's day. They demoralize opponents and they have to act like it's not even happening when they talk to the media. But not only do I appreciate the time that allowed Kobe to admit wanting to demoralize a 13 in 2017, but also that Kobe Bryant might be the last person who would actually need to demoralize a 13 in 2017 by highlighting the lack of any need for Smush Parker and or any member of the team at that time who was not named Lamar Odom. And the number 2 reason I love this quote is because it was all said before we knew we was talking about Jalen Rose. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we know by now with the transparency that social media provides us that I think it was when Jalen Rose might have been still playing in Indiana, and he kind of like, oh yeah, it was Indiana and wait. I don't, fuck, nigga. I hate being, you know what I'm saying, fucked off on Facts Live and shit, but fuck it, it's the Hoopcast, man. We're not held to standards of accuracy, but I do know that Jalen Rose kind of dipped up under him while he was shooting a jump shot, made him hurt his ankle. He was out for a while, and Kobe was like, okay, next time I see this nigga, it's on. And most niggas be like, when I see this nigga, it's on, but ain't nobody ever, when I see this nigga, it's on like Kobe did with the 81-point game. Some other shit, man, when I was looking back at the shit just to refresh myself and for nostalgia's sake, looking back at that game, I noticed some the top 2 rookies at the time. Y'all know who the top 2 rookies at the time this game happened was? Chris Paul and Channing Frye. Chris Paul and Channing Frye were the top 2 rookies at the time that the 81-point game happened. Dwight Howard might have been averaging 20 rebounds a game at the time. So that's also incredibly fascinating just to think about. But yeah, man. Leave y'all with a little bit of Kobe for the occasion, man. Oh, here it comes.
You love me. You love me because I'm Kobe.
Oh, they don't.
Because I'm a 5-time champion. Because I'm one of the greatest to step on the court.
That's not why they love you, Kobe.
But you shouldn't.
I should.
You should hate me.
There it is. There it is right there.
Hate me. Because I gave you 4 a.m. Because I pushed you when no one else would. Hate me. Because I demanded greatness. And greatness demands everything. Love me when you become greater.
Oh my God. This nigga Kobe is a motherfucker with himself, man. Hey, man, my guy Paco, the number 1 Lakers fan in the Heezy, I know he be thinking I be giving Kobe shit, man. Look, devoid of what this ad is talking about, that was a Nike ad. Devoid of what that's talking about, man, I do love Kobe, even though he told me not to love him. He told me to hate him and love him when I'm greater than him. I mean, does that mean that he doesn't want anybody to love him? But Kobe is fucking funny to me, man. His whole mentality, his whole get down is funny to me. Great, and I love his greatness. I love his game. I love what he meant to the game, what he stood for, what he represented. He's just funny. It's just this whole monomaniacal obsession, just in general. Just how great of a personality that has to be on people and shit, man. It's just funny to me. The nigga he just said in the shit, hate me. I don't want you to love me. Hate me. Hate me because I pushed you. Then love me when you're better than me. What kind of shit is that, Kobe? Oh, man, they got Kobe. He's funny. But anyway, yeah, so real quick, nigga, I get into the basketball happened over the weekend. Might do a little bit of live Googling. I did watch the Rockets versus Warriors. I made sure I was front and center for that. Great game. Rockets edged them niggas out about like second, third quarter. I was like, oh, the Rockets are not bullshitting with these niggas. Like, you know, when teams play Golden State, there's always this thing where like, okay, we just waiting for them to turn it on because you know they'll turn it on at any time. And after about the second going into the third quarter, like I really saw that. Like, hold up, nigga, these niggas ain't just fluking out, just waiting for Golden State to just get their bearings. Like, they really giving it to them niggas. And the Rockets came out with the win. They won it on a step back 3 from James Harden. Shit, James Harden gave that nigga Steph the biz. And it was funny because Chris Paul was trying to work, like the whole sequence leading up to that, Chris Paul was trying to work Steph on the other end. James Harden had been out for probably about like a quarter or something. You know, he's coming back off that injury, and it seemed like they were trying to massage his minutes. And at the end of the game, he come back in, and Chris Paul trying to work Steph at the other end. Steph steals the ball, takes it down to the other end, and it's like, oh shit, god damn, man, Steph continuing to make Chris Paul life hard, continuing to make Chris Paul believe in God. And James Harden said, you got my dog fucked up, man. Came right back at the other end. Hit him with a couple quick crossovers. Oh, got that nigga dancing, got that nigga tapping. Hit him with the step back 3. That shit looked almost like the shot. You know, the shot. The Kyrie joint from the finals. But, yeah, man, just a few things. You know, I like to damn smoke and just point out funny, interesting things, funny and or interesting things I saw about the game, man. They had Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson on the commentary. Oh, my God. They've done it again, man. Those two together, fuck peanut butter and jelly. And there was a play where Clint Capella had the ball like near the 3-point line, top of the key. And, you know, like, I'm expecting him to dish it out, you know what I'm saying? Center got the ball top of the key. I'm expecting him to dish it out at some point. He takes his man off the dribble, which I believe was Zaza Pachulia at the time, but took him off the dribble. Took it to the rack from the 3-point line. I was like, oh, shit. And then Jeff Van Gundy was like, yeah, man, there's not many centers that can face up with their weak hand and finish at the rim. And Mark Jackson was like, yeah, you could have stopped it. There's not many centers at the league. A little bit more of that old nigga shade, but when it's funny, nigga, it flies. It's like, I'll allow it. Harden was blocking shots from the first quarter. I think he ended with about 3 blocks and shit. I'm like, I'm starting to think this whole James Harden don't play defense shit is a myth. Know what that was about? Somebody got into it and everything, and then Jeff Van Gundy was saying some shit about like you can leave him in there for 2 weeks and they not gonna fight. When it started looking like the Rockets was really working Golden State ass, Mark Jackson said the Warriors was playing Cavs defense. And everybody on the panel got quiet. Jeff Van Gundy and whoever the other nigga was, they got quiet to the motherfucker. I was like, oh shit, nigga, we can't joke about the Warriors now, nigga. It's just funny. Steve Kerr, as well as the Warriors, it goes back to the point I was making earlier, talking about Kobe and shit. They demoralize opponents, but they don't say shit like we're trying to demoralize our opponents. They actually do it in the more 2017, 2018 apropos, passive-aggressive kind of way. And another instance of that, it's a trickle-down effect. It's from the head coach on down. And the first quarter was ended with the Rockets outscoring the Warriors 40-22. They asked Steve Kerr about, you know, what the Rockets was doing. He didn't seem worried at all. Told the little bitch, it ain't defensive problems. We just got some shots that rattled in and out. A couple of turnovers. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh man. And somebody must have told the Rockets that shit, because they weren't fine for the rest of the game, actually. James Harden, a professional at getting to the foul line in this climate where players are constantly getting into it with refs. I don't see him doing a whole lot of complaining and shit when he don't get called. I seen Harden take KD off the dribble and get that nigga long ass one, like at the rim, like it was a layup, and KD hacked the shit out of him too. Didn't get no foul call, so James Harden kind of looked over to the ref while he was running back down court. Was like, no foul? All right, flex. And then you can literally see that was on his face, like no foul. Like look back, both of them, flex, kept it pushing. Next play, he's back on defense, and the nigga, and the Rockets defensively. Why do they look so good? I'm not saying they look Golden State level defense, but you know, the Rockets defense, like we used to talk about them last year and the year before. Like we don't even count they D, nigga. We just labeled them as a team that's just gonna hang enough points on you to where their defense didn't even matter. But they defense looked sound, especially playing against one of the top 2-3 offensive teams in the league and shit. Like, why do they look like a good defensive team? I think part of why they look like a good defensive team is Chris Paul, of course, but Clint Capella, man, beast on both ends, man. That young man. Hey, man, salute to you, young man. That nigga's out there getting busy. And I remember having a conversation on the last Hoopcast with my nigga, Knicks. Follow official Knicks on Twitter. Avid basketball fan and referee in his free time. Was talking about how DeAndre Jordan might be on the trading block, but nigga like Clint Capella, we like Clint Capella more than somebody like DeAndre Jordan, and he showed us why on that night on that game on Saturday against the Warriors. So shout out Clint Capella. Jeff Van Gundy, my favorite commentator of all time. His birthday was last week, so happy birthday, Jeff Van Gundy. I have no idea how old this nigga could possibly be, but happy birthday to that nigga. I hope he had cake and titties for his birthday multiple times. And one more funny thing about the game, Steph had a bad night. Steph had a rough shooting night starting off. He came alive probably about, mid third quarter, started splashing everything in sight. First half was a little rough start at the first half, 2 for 11. And to end the second quarter going into halftime, he shot a shot from the opposite hash mark and almost hit it. Like trying to hit the buzzer beater. Shot that bitch from the opposite hash mark, other side of the court, almost hit it. And they go to a clip of Steve Kerr and Steph Curry in the huddle where Steve Kerr is telling Steph that you're currently 2 for 11 and you were the only player I met that has the confidence to shoot a 96-foot shot after starting the game 2 of 11. Now, I don't know if he was trying to subversively tell Steph something or if he was really just being dead-ass honest, and they have this type of brutally, extremely transparent, honest relationship where he could just, say exactly what he means. But either way, it was fucking funny to me. So, shout out to the Rockets, man. I didn't know Golden State had actually overtaken the Rockets' record as the best record in the league. So, shout out to the Warriors, too, nigga. I mean, the league and competition is alive and well, even as Kobe is not around to score 81 points anymore and to demoralize niggas. The Cavs also played the Thunder over the weekend, and it appeared to be a smacking and shellacking. Cavs got 148 hung on them. Now, if I may prognosticate for a second, if I may take a second to admit to you, the listener, that I don't even know what the word prognosticate means. I'm going to tell you, it looks kind of weird, nigga. Team with the best player ever. Got 148 hung on him. But then again, these niggas are not playing high school varsity teams on the other side. Nigga, they playing 3 fucking perennial all-stars on the other side of the squad. And a really good team that's constructed around them and shit. But 148, we gonna go ahead and round that up to 150, dog. What the fuck? The Cavs are mightily struggling right now. Coming into the season, I mean, hindsight is 2020, of course, but coming into the season, that's why I make sure I document these things and have the fans of these teams on the Hoopcast. I had my nigga Big Homie Black keep that shit 100 on Twitter on the second, they acquired Dwayne Wade, as well as, I think, Dwayne Wade came in last, but, when they brought in Jeff Green, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas, and I'm like, man, you really putting a ragtag bunch of injury-ridden players together who just have big names from their glory days, and you just hoping we can all recapture our glory days together. And I kind of like the idea and shit, especially when I saw some of those first games, and I was like, oh man, they get out here and start running, man. Like, they really could be a problem for niggas, but it's just too much uncertainty with all of those players that they signed, with maybe the exception of Jeff Green. And it's too much too fast. Like, you can put a team of basketball friends together and put them around LeBron and have a shot every night. But the way we look at this shit now, man, this shit is all about the finals. And LeBron has set this standard for us. We are not the reason we look at LeBron like, hey, what you gonna do in the finals? Fuck what you do in the season. It is LeBron who flexes this resume of 7-8 straight finals, who is the reason we look at it like, hey, you don't look like you ready for the finals, bruh. And like I was talking to my guy Nixon about on the last Hoopcast, when you got a well-run organization and a well-run team through coaching, almost anything is possible. But Cleveland has not demonstrated itself to be a well-run organization from the top or from coaching. So putting this much new shit together, I think they still got a gel. I still think they be alright. I still think they at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals if they don't get bounced. Because I still got Rockets Celtics in the finals. But, maybe I'm just being a little avant-garde with my projections. Maybe I don't want to say Golden State versus Cavs again. Oh my God, because that's going to be just about as bad as seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl again. I want to see this shit. So, maybe that's why I say Celtics versus Rockets in the finals. Or maybe I could see these two teams on the come up and the other two teams, man, I don't know. But it's too much too fast, man. Too many new players, but I think they gel it all together. I think they make it at least to the Eastern Conference. They can't keep getting embarrassed like this. But the good thing about getting embarrassed like this in the 24/7 social media news cycle era is that we'll forget it. We'll forget it in 2 weeks. All they need to do is go on a 6-game winning streak, and we will forget this game ever happened, because everything comes at us so fast, so furious, so abundantly. So, let me look up, man. Games on Saturday. Let's see, what's today? I'm live Googling this shit, nigga. Real player shit. Today is the 22nd. That would make that the 20th. Just to update other scores and shit that happened that night besides the Cavs getting their ass kicked. The Heat notch another victory on to their win column with a win over the Hornets, 106-105. The 76ers beat the Bucks. Oh, stop the presses. I meant to talk about this shit from the beginning and shit. I forgot that fast. I'm glad I chose to do the Hoopcast when I decided to do it, because Jason Kidd just got fired. Jason Kidd just got fired from the Bucks, and reportedly, Giannis Antetokounmpo is devastated. And they said when they reported that Giannis was devastated, how do you report live? How do you report? They reported Jason Kidd doesn't know yet Giannis is devastated. How do you find out a nigga is devastated before the coach finds out? I'm really trying to play that out in my head. Like, was there somebody like, we're gonna go live to Giannis as he gets the news, and the reporter has to surmise for himself? He has to pick one word to describe what Giannis' current expression is as he's being told. And he came up with devastated. And Jason Kidd don't know. Jason Kidd don't know. Jason Kidd don't know. Jason Kidd don't know. My nigga somewhere with a vodka tonic and shit, man. Just waiting for the news. Just killing, man. Just chilling, kicking it. Nigga shit all good, nigga. I heard he was on the chopping block and shit, but, you know, the Bucks are still doing okay. But, had to let him go, man. I mean, shit, it wouldn't be the first time. It actually sounds like a Mark Jacksonian situation where he put this team together. Jason Kidd put this team together and made the Bucks worth shit again, worth talking about again, worth watching on TV again. Because before Jason Kidd, Bucks games was not even coming on TV. But it seems like a Mark Jacksonian situation in which the next coach is going to inherit a really good situation, and depending on who it is, can take that over the top and get all the credit for it. Hold your head, Jason Kidd, man. Went from the Nets to the Bucks, man. Let's hope that it just continues to go up from here. Bulls and Laurie Bird and Zach LaVine beat the Hawks 113-97. Grizzlies, my Grizz fall to the Pelicans 104-111. And of course, the Warriors lose to the Rockets 108-116. I think niggas is all caught up on this shit. And hey, this episode of the Heezy Hoopcast was brought to you by the upcoming mixtape. Nah, I can't say mixtape. I almost want to just stop this bitch and start all over again. The upcoming project, the upcoming playlist, Trade Deadline. Celebrating the NBA Trade Deadline. Playlist from myself and Paco coming on AnimalHeezy.com, and we'll be airing live on the Heezy Hoopcast. Coming, Trade Deadline, February 8th. AnimalHeezy.com, bitches and gentlemen.
You love me. You love me because I'm Kobe. Because I'm a 5-time champion. Because I'm one of the greatest to step on the court. But you shouldn't. You should hate me. Hate me. Because I gave you 4 a.m. Because I pushed you when no one else would. Hate me. Because I demanded greatness.
I hate you.
And greatness demands everything.
Everything, Kobe.
Love me when you become greater.
Oh!